We gotta sit down. We gotta talk about this. We're gonna talk about it on my show. Brilliant Views. Yeah. Braylon BMan Jones. You know who it is. Let's go.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Braylon BMan Jones back again for another episode of Brilliant Views. First and foremost, gotta give a shout out to my sponsor. Shout out to my guy Merv right here at the gym complex, 880 South Pleasantburg Drive in Greenville, South Carolina. Make sure you pull up at the gym complex. Get your podcast done here. Your music can get recorded here. You can do your photo shoots, video shoots, everything you need to get done creatively. It can get done right here at the gym complex, 880 South Pleasantburg Drive in Greenville, South Carolina. But today with me, I have Mr. B Fresh. What's going on, brother?
What's up, partner?
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Man, so we're here to talk about a lot of good things that's going on in the state of South Carolina with music. We're going to talk about the Amethyst Project. But first and foremost, man, who is B Fresh?
I'm a creative, you know what I'm saying? I've been on the scene, I say, since 2013, from hosting showcases to clothing line, photo shoots, like, I pretty much do it all. Like,
Do it all.
Yeah, I'm just a lover of music.
Man, ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Now, this project, man, the Amethyst Project, that was pronounced that correctly?
That's right.
Amethyst. All right, now, so this is like a collective of South Carolina rappers. Like, what is it?
Yeah, it's basically we basically like took the same concept from Dreamville, you know, when they put together that compilation album, but all South Carolina artists and all South Carolina producers.
Mm-hmm.
It's 5 curators. Me, Chris Kalen,
Okay.
DJ Skrill from Charleston, Black Dave from Charleston, Q Dynamics, who else? Candace from Columbia,
Okay.
and also Do Word Media.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got you. So I guess that explains the why it's so heavy. Like now, it's some upstate artists, it's some artists from other areas, but it's really heavy as far as Charleston wise. Is that because most of the creators are from Charleston area?
Correct.
Okay.
Pretty much like the people that we selected or whatever, is people who came across us. You know, they've done our shows. They've came to our shows, you know what I'm saying, reached out or whatever. So, we got artists and media from the upstate. I don't think, and I think a lot of people look at it as like, oh, y'all kind of, missed on the upstate or whatever, but it was mainly just had people pick that we went through, had people pick first, you know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't anticipate this many people. Like, it's going to be 70. Like, I think he had like 70 people.
Okay.
And we started out with 40. Dave, he reached out to me first. And, his idea, he was thinking 40.
Okay.
So we up to 70 people right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So now, how long has this been in the works? I know I got my invite, like, I want to say like a month or two ago, but how long has this been going on?
Black Dave, he reached out to me over the summer, and we was talking about doing it. And he was aiming for December to doing it. So I was like, yo, like, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm ready. Like, I think this is, what the state needs or whatever. And, we got the ball rolling, and we was able to link with some people who got a studio space and all. And, yeah, that's what we're going to do, like, December 7th through the 8th.
Yeah, 7th through the 8th right there. We're going to be in Summerville, right?
Yeah,
Summerville, South Carolina, man. Now, so we already talked about kind of, but what was your process as far as your selecting people? Because you were the one, like, from the selectors, you reached out to me, which I'm greatly appreciative of.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. But, like, what was your process as far as who you selected on your behalf?
I think my process, of course, I reached out to some people that I worked with in the past, or some people that I aspired to work with and didn't have the opportunity to. When it came to me, shout out to Sharon from upstate. She told me, hey, make sure you reach out to the media here. And I think Chris Kalen, she already had reached out to Jetlag. You know what I'm saying? She done work with them in the past or whatever. So I reached out to the media here, and also the artists that I've worked with here, such as Chemo, Shaolin. He actually sent me. He sent me tickets to his show. He opened up for Coda the Friend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know he opened up for him.
Yeah, it was dope. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And he gave me 2 free tickets, you know what I'm saying? So, of course, I had to show the love back, you know. and he's a good dude. You know what I'm saying? We got, but I think we got some good upstate representation. Of course, hopefully this can spin off to a part 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a dope space right here. Like, we were already talking about possibly doing, the next one either in the Midlands or in the upstate. You know what I'm saying? So I think when it came to the upstate representation, it was the people that we knew that came out to our shows, and or they just reached out. You know what I'm saying?
Right, they had a buzz, so they were known of some sort. Now have you gotten, like, I know I've seen they've been doing like a question and like how far as from the page saying like who do we miss, and some people were like sending heated answers like, man, you miss me. And have you gotten like a heated response? Like, have people been mad as far as responding back like, man, you missed out on me?
Some people have, you know what I'm saying. Some people, they was like, yo, like, I really like what y'all doing. Like, this is needed for the state. Hopefully I could be a part of this in the future. You know what I mean? But I think my whole thing is this, like, we didn't anticipate this many people. And think about it, it's a lot of artists across the state.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It's a lot of artists across the state. So, I don't feel like we dropped the ball because my whole thing is the goal is to get recognition on this project, to possibly do more projects, and also, tour around the state.
I was going to ask that, because I'm like, man, you got all these great creatives and artists and just people in one setting. I feel like it's going to be so many things that's going to come from this, as far as, like you said, tours and cross brandings, and I think it's going to be more than just this one project going to come from this room. Like, it's going to be a lot of, and this, like, it's needed, man.
Yeah, and my thing is like this. Like, think about it, we got like 70 artists and producers. I mean, let's be real. Everybody is not going to make it on the project.
Right.
But guess what, though? In that whole weekend or whatever, guess what you did in that whole weekend? You got to think of the greater outcome of things. Like, you network with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you network with artists that you may have seen online and haven't had the opportunity to meet. And those songs that don't make on the project, those songs can potentially go on your next project. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that was the whole thing behind doing it. Like, we wanted to not just do this album, but have artists, connect with each other. One thing I was saying to somebody, I was like, shout out to the Benny Starr. Like, Benny Starr,
hard.
he real hard. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He got like a conscious rap, but my whole thing is like this. I want to hear him on some trap shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got the opportunity to do that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever vibe is picked up from that day, he got instantly hopping on somebody's track. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what I want to see. Hopefully we can execute that.
Man, I think it's gonna be executed. Now, do they have? I guess you gotta, as far as mixing down everything, but is there a projected date as far as when the project will be released, or is that just TBA, to be announced?
It's to be announced. Hopefully we can get whatever selected by the beginning of the new year, and then go from there. But of course, we want to do it the right way. Definitely want to reach out. We reached out to some media. You know what I'm saying? We want to reach out to Complex Music, NPR. Boiler Room, like, we want to really, because my thing is like this, like, this has kind of been done, but it's never been done here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, hopefully that can shine light on it. So,
and bring more light to South Carolina as a whole, because like you said, we have a lot of artists, but we have a lot of good artists with talent, and just someone may just need just to push behind them as far as to get them in, quote unquote, the mainstream.
Well, definitely.
Now, why the word Amethyst? That's the South Carolina gem. Why did y'all feel it was necessary to name the project Amethyst?
Well, we was going through names, and at first I was thinking of some names. I threw some names out there. I think I said like Stuck in the Middle. Basically being in the middle of what's going on in North Carolina and Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? We were just throwing out names, and then Scrib, he threw it out. He was like, what we call it, the Amethyst. And I was like, at first I was like, damn, I heard that name before. Like, but what the fuck is that?
What does that mean? What is it?
Yeah. So, he expounded upon it, explained, what it was or whatever. And I was like, damn, like, honestly, and we didn't want a basic name, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like you can play around that, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm into, like, stones and shit, you know what I'm saying? Blah, blah. It's crazy because I just noticed it's a mine up here.
Really?
Yeah, in Abbeville.
Really?
And, like, you can go, like, pick your own stones and shit. Yeah.
I never knew that, bro.
Yeah, that shit
that's
dope.
something new for me. I never knew that.
Yeah, hopefully that'll be a date for a chick, whoever you is, you know what I'm saying? But I'm into shit like that, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna take you to
that's a different type of date, man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna take you to no dinner, no movie, you know what I'm saying? You might
bro, go pick your
my
stone.
art museum and chill, you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. Yeah.
That's crazy, man. So yeah. So now December was the 7th through the 8th in Somerville. Why did y'all choose Somerville as far as the location?
Well, that's the studio. Like I said, shout out to Q Dynamics. He just opened up studio spaces called Mega ENT.
Okay.
And he's donated his studio to us. Like,
wow.
So my whole thing is like this. My thing is the artist. Make sure you respect his space when you come out there because it's like this. Like he didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? And we plan on the goal is to run from Saturday evening all the way through the night.
Okay.
Like we going hard. Like I really want to see this shit happen. You know what I'm saying? So
people sleeping on flow type. Locked in.
That's what we're gonna do, and hopefully, like I said, we get something great out of this, and I think we will.
Thanks.
So
I think so too, man. Like I said, bro, I appreciate the invite, man. Cause I kept seeing the blue invites, like, dang, man, what is that? And then he popped up in my DMs, like, damn, yeah, bro, I want to be a part, because this is something that, like you said, bro, it's different, first of its kind in the state. And I feel like it's not the last. I think, like you said, it's going to be projects like volume 2, 3, 4, and 5, like continuous.
Yeah.
Because South Carolina is a big state. It's got a lot of good artists, but you can't get everybody on one project. That's just impossible. You pick what you pick, and then you just go from there.
Yeah.
And that's why I appreciate what you guys did, man. And so anything else going on with Be Fresh? I know you got your clothing line, you do the food, you do the concert. Like what don't you do, bro?
Man, I don't know. People ask me all the time if I'm Jamaican. I'm not Jamaican. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a young country nigga that's out here trying to get it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, honestly, like, music is my passion. Like, I aspire to be a A&R. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really feel like I have a good ear when it comes to music. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because and I talk about him a lot, and I know people might be tired of hearing this or whatever. But I had a young artist I used to work with. I still do work with to this day. His name's Suave. He's from Atlanta, and he actually got signed by Metro Boomin.
Okay.
So I met him when I was like 15, you know what I'm saying? I had my first show when I was 15 or whatever. And I met him out there, and I was like, I went up to him and asked him who he was, blah, blah, blah. And then I found out he was 15. I was like, how the fuck you found out about this shit? You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, I saw it on Twitter, and my homeboy was like, I need to come. And I was like, word. So, like, he sent me a couple of his music, and I was like, damn, like, this dude is dope. Like, it's crazy how different tracks, like, he knew a lot at an early age, but he was forced to grow up at an early age. Gotcha. And to see him where he's at now, like, he's in Atlanta. He actually just got Grammy nominated. He was on the Spider-Man soundtrack.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The Elevate track with him, YBN Cordae, Denzel Curry, and I forgot who else was on the inner track. But yeah, it's like, it's crazy just to see him down.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So I say maybe like, probably like the top of the year, because he's working on an album currently. That's when you really gonna see things going. And my whole thing is like this: I've known him, you know what I'm saying, for the past like 6-7 years. So to see that, I know shit can happen.
Right.
But my main thing is with this, and I tell artists this all the time, like, when it comes to your music, especially with us being in South Carolina, like, stop holding on to your music.
Let it go.
Let that shit go. Like, let that shit go. Like, flood the market with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen him put out like 6 EPs in 1 year. Wow. And honestly, that's how Metro caught on to him. Like, he saw it on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, that image is everything. I tell artists that all the time, image is definitely everything, from down to your social media to art, cover art, all that. Like, make sure all that is on point, and make sure you have a strong team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you already on the A&R type of tip,
bro. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, bro. Like, I promise you, God give me a chance to run a label. Like, shit would be legit. I promise you, I know too many talented people. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's coming, B. It's coming, man. Man, let them know how they can follow you and follow the project and everything.
You can follow me on all social media at BFresh88. The Amethyst is Amethyst in NC on Twitter and Instagram right now.
You mean Essie?
Huh?
It's Essie?
Yeah, SC.
Okay,
I keep
right.
saying NC. I say NC on the other part. But yeah, Amethyst and SC.
Yeah.
On Twitter and Instagram.
Okay, man, there it is. Like you said, it's my man Be Fresh. Make sure y'all follow him and follow the Amethyst Project as well. Hey, bro, appreciate you coming through, man.
Appreciate the opportunity.
I appreciate the invite, man. Like I said, it's going to be lit, bro. I plan to be there. I'm going to try to get as many interviews in as I can get, vlogs in as I can get, bro.
That's really the motive behind inviting the media. Like, bro, this is free content. You know what I'm saying? To this, like, you got a lot of people that you can, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I got it going.
You know, drop for months. You know
I went down the list of the people that's invited and just listened to their music already.
Yeah.
And so I got the studio near you playlist coming out. I think I'm gonna do it just all Amethyst artists, bro. And like I said, bro, if you want to be on that, hit me on my DMs and hit me on my email and get you on the studio near you playlist and hit Be Fresh up, man, because like you said, he's connected with a lot of people and it's all about networking, bro. It's all about getting out.
That's in life, bro.
Yeah, hey, period. Hey, you already know what it is, brother. BMan Jones. This has been the episode of Brilliant Views. See you next time. Peace.
That's a brilliant view. God gave